Shakespeare was born in 1564. His baptism was recorded on 26 April 1564. He was born at Stratford upon Avon, England. He died on 23rd April 1616. He is known as the Bard of Avon. His father was John Shakespeare. His mother was Mary Arden. His married Annie Hathaway in 1582. Annie Hathaway was 8 years older than Shakespeare. Their elder daughter was Susanna. Their twins were Hamlet and Judith. Hamlet died in 1596. Shakespeare wrote 37 plays, traditional count. He wrote 154 sonnets. He also wrote two long narrative poems. His poems includes Venus and Adonis. Another narrative poem is Rape of Lucrece. Shakespeare belonged to Elizabethan and Jacobean periods. He was an actor as well as a playwright. He was a shareholder in Globe Theatre. The Globe Theatre was built in 1599. His acting company was the Lord Chamberlain Main. It later becomes the King's Main under James I. His collected plays were published in First Folio 1623. The First Folio was compiled by John Hemmings and Henry Condell. Shakespeare is often called England's national poet. His plays are translated into more languages than those of any other playwright. His works are commonly divided into comedies, histories, tragedies, and romances. Hamlet is his longest play. The Comedy of Errors is his shortest play. Hamlet is known as tragedy of reflection. Macbeth is shortest of great tragedies. King Lear explores madness and suffering. Othello is tragedy of jealousy. Romeo and Juliet is most famous love tragedy. Julius Caesar is based on Roman history. The Tempest is considered Shakespeare's last solo play. Prospero is central character in The Tempest. Puck is famous character in A Midnight Summer Dream. Portia is the heroine of Merchant of Venice. Shylock is Jeeves' moneylender in The Merchant of Venice. Falstaff is one of Shakespeare's greatest comic characters. Shakespeare frequently used blank verse. Blank verse is unrhymed iambic pentameter. Soliloquies are a distinctive feature of his tragedies. The line to be or to not be is from Hamlet. All the verse stage is from As You Like It. The quality of mercy is not strained is from The Merchant of Venice. Shakespeare greatly enriched the English vocabulary. He is regarded as the greatest dramatist in English literature. High yielding UK PCS facts. He was born on 1564. He died on 1616. Sonnets 154. Traditional plays 37. First Folio 623. Theatre Global Theatre Company Lord Chamberlain's Men's King Men. Famous title Bard of Avon. Now, Shakespeare important facts. Shakespeare is often called Bard of Avon. He is regarded as the greatest playwright in English literature. His work reflects universal human nature. Most of the tragedies end with the death of hero. Hamlet is Prince of Denmark. Hamlet's father Ghost demands revenge. Ophelia is Hamlet's beloved. Claudius is the villain in Hamlet. Lady Macbeth encourages Macbeth to murder King Duncan. The three witches appear in Macbeth. Banquo is Macbeth's friend. Fair and Foul is Fair is from Macbeth. King Lear has three daughters, Goneril, Regan, and Cordelia. Cordelia is Lear's youngest and most loyal daughter. The Fool is one of the wisest characters in King Lear. Jealousy is the central theme of Othello. Iago is the villain in Othello. Desdemona is Othello's wife. The handkerchief is important symbol in Othello. Romeo belongs to the Montague family. Juliet belongs to Capulet family. Mercutio is Romeo's close friend. Friar Lawrence secretly marries Romeo and Juliet. The nurse is Juliet's confidant. Shylock is moneylender in The Merchant of Venice. Portia disguises herself as a lawyer. Antonio is the Merchant of Venice. Bassanio marries Portia. Prospera is Duke of Milan in The Tempest. Ariel is Prospero, obedient spirit. Caliban is the son of witch Syrocras. Miranda in Prospero, daughter. Ferdinand marries Miranda. Puck is also called Robin Goodfellow. Oberon is king of fairies. Cymbeline is a romance. Pericles is a romance. The first folio preserved 18 plays that might otherwise have been lost. Shakespeare's influence on English literature is unmatched, and he remains the world's most performed playwright. Bard of Avon, William Shakespeare, 154 sonnets, 37 plays, first folio, 1623, Globe Theatre, 1599, Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, Iago, villain of Othello, Lady Macbeth, ambitious Queen, Prospero, hero of the Tempest, Puck, Robin, Goodfellow. George Bernard Shaw was born on 26 January 1856. He was born in Dublin, Ireland. He died on 2nd November. Just wait a second. November 1950. He was an Irish playwright, critic, and essayist. He was the playwright, also critic and essayist too. Shaw was he was the founder of London School of Economics. He was leading member of and he leads the Fabian Society. The Fabian Society promoted gradual democratic socialism. He supported social reform through plays. Through plays only he supported the social reform. He always criticized capitalism and class inequality. Shaw was influenced by Henrik Ibsen. He wrote more than 60 plays. More than 60 plays he has written, and he is the greatest dramatist after Shakespeare. He was awarded in the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1925 because one of his greatest work is St. John. He accepted the Nobel Prize but declined the prize money. He won the Academy Award Oscar for Pygmalion, which tells the story of a barbarian woman who becomes a gentlewoman by the help of a professor. He is not only person to receive both the Nobel Prize and Oscar. Shaw was famous vegetarian. He opposed war and violence. He was known for his wit and satire. His plays are called plays of ideas. Shaw used drama to discuss social and political issues. His first successful play was Arms and Man. It's a really fabulous work because here soldier doesn't want to treat the person with his arms. He just want to treat the person with foods. He provides chocolates. Arms and Man is an anti-romantic comedy. Captain Luttrell is called Chocolate Cream Soldier. Rana Petkoff is the heroine of Arms and Man. Candida is an outspoken woman and she has to choose between two men, and she has chosen the weaker, the man who needs her. Reverend James Morrill is a character in Candida. Eugene Marchbank is a young poet in Candida. Man and Superman was published in 1903. John Tanner is the hero of Man and Superman. Anne Whitefield is the heroine of Man and Superman. The famous Don John in Hell scene is from Man and Superman. Shaw developed the idea of life force. The life force is inspired by creative evolution. Major Barbara was published in 1905. Barbara Undershaft worked for Salvation Army. Andrew Undershaft is an arms manufacturer. The Doctor Dilemma was published in 1906. Here the doctor has to choose which patient he has to save or which patient he has not to save. He criticizes the medical profession. Getting Married discusses marriage laws. Mésalliance deals with the social convention, which is basically for marriage. Pygmalion was published in 1913. You should remember the date. It is 1930. Professor Henry Higgins is the hero of Pygmalion. Eliza Doolittle is the heroine of Pygmalion. Alfred Doolittle is the Eliza's father. Colonel Pickering is the phonetics expert. Pygmalion is based on the Greek myth of Pygmalion. It inspired the musical My Fair Lady. Heartbreak House was published in 1919. It tells about the house which was before European civilization. It reflects the decline of European society before the World War. Back to Methuselah is philosophical drama. St. John. It is the most important work for which Bernard Shaw got the award too. It is based on the life of John of Arc. St. John helped Shaw win the Nobel Prize. Shaw admired John's courage and independence. Shaw believed drama should educate as well as entertain. His plays often end with debate rather than tragedy. Shaw rejected the idea of art for art's sake. He admired realism in drama. He wrote Quintessence of Ibsenism. That work explains Ibsen's dramatic techniques. Shaw was also a respected music critic. He wrote book reviews and theatre criticism. He challenged Victorian morality. Women in Shaw's plays are usually intelligent and independent. Most of the women. Even in that story, also the Pygmalion, she becomes independent. Even in Candida, also most of work you can find the women of Bernard Shaw novel are independent. Shaw's language is witty and argumentative. His prefaces are often longer than his plays. Shaw used comedy to expose social problems. Mrs. Warren's profession deals with prostitution and economic inequality. V.V. Warren is the daughter of Mrs. Warren. Shaw attacked hypocrisy in Victorian society. He supported women's rights. He opposed blind patriotism. His dramas are example of problem plays. Shaw believed ideas are more important than plot. His plays influenced modern drama. Shaw admired Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. His concept of life forces extend Darwin ideas. Shaw plays often criticize religion and social institutions. His dialogues are intellectually stimulating. He influenced many 20th century playwrights. Caesar and Cleopatra present Julius Caesar as a wise leader. So often reinterpreted historical figures. His heroes are usually thinkers than the warriors. Shaw's works like that, no, the arms and the man, you can get to know that heroes are usually thinker rather than warrior. Shaw's work combined humor with serious philosophy. It was contemporary of Oscar Wilde. Shaw's writing style is realistic rather than melodramatic. He believed society could improve through reason. His works remain important in English literature syllabi. Pygmalion is the most frequently prescribed play. Arms and Men is a favorite UGC net topic. St. John is one of the great historical plays. Shaw's central themes include class, language, marriage, religion, and social justice. His characters challenge traditional belief. He preferred discussion over action in drama. Shaw transformed modern English theatre. He remains one of the greatest playwrights of 20th century. His complete name is George Bernard Shaw. He is remembered as social dramatist. George Bernard Shaw's greatest contribution was turning drama into a vehicle for social criticism and intellectual debate. Now, Hyle PYQ. He was born in 1856 in Dublin. He died on 1950 Nobel Prize he got. 1925 Oscar for Pygmalion screenplay. Founder Fabian Society leader and LSC co-founder. Most famous play Pygmalion concept is life force. This type of play is play of ideas, problems play. Henrik Ibsen, influenced by Henrik Ibsen. Now, this is the summary of some important work of Bernard Shaw, Arms and Men. There is a man who don't want to kill the person through arm. He just want to distribute foods because people are in need of food. Then Rana Petkov, Captain Bluntschli, they are the main characters. Then Candida. Candida is the story of a woman, and she's happily married with a person, but Eugene Macrobanks was a young poet, and he was in love with Candida. Then what happened? Candida chose the person who needs her. She chose her husband. Then Man and Superman. It's an intelligent writer who wants to remain unmarried, and Whitefield cleverly pursues him and finally marries him. So argues that women guided by the life force choose suitable men to ensure the progress of humanity. John Tanner. The life force, very important theory. The life force is a sort of philosophical idea that a powerful creative energy drives human evolution through higher intelligence and better society. Now, The doctor dilemma. Here, a doctor has to choose the person to whom he will say. Misalliance is the problem of marriage. Focuses on marriage, love, and family and relationship. Right. Heartbreak House. It's England. It's about the strange house, the story of that house before World War One. Now UKPCS fact. St. John. It's the most important work of Bernard Shaw. This play tells the story of women. St. John, Joan of Arc. She sacrificed her life to save France, and finally she was burned to death. But at last, after many years, she declared church sent from church, because that time the church is there to give you the role, to give you what you are, to tell what you are. People are believing in church. Main reason is that only. So main thing: Arms and Men, War and Reality, Candida, Marriage, Man and Superman, Philosophy, The Doctor Dilemma, Medical Ethics, Misalliance, Marriage, Heartbreak House, Society Before B5, St. John, Religion, Heroism. Harold Pinter was born on 10th October 1930, and he was born in London, England. He died on 24th December 2008. He was a playwright, screenwriter, poet, actor, and director. He won the Nobel Prize in Literature 2005. He is one of the greatest British dramatists of 20th century. His plays belong to theatre of the absurd. He was influenced by Samuel Beckett. His works also show realistic elements, as Samuel Beckett plays are also the theatre of absurdism. No? Same way, his also. If you go through his work, then you just say that there is absurdism in all his work. His dialogue is famous for silence and pauses. Pinter pause is distinctive dramatic technique. Silence in Pinter plays often communicates more than speech. His plays explore power relationship. His characters often struggle for dominance. Ambiguity is a key feature of his writing. So ambiguous. All the writing are ambiguous. There is no meaning at all. Everyday conversation hides deeper conflict. Menace is a recurring atmosphere in his plays. Critics coined the term comedy of menace for his early works. The term comedy menace was introduced by Irving Wardley. Pinter's first play was The Room, 1957. The Birthday Party, 1957, established in reputation. Stanley Weber in the protagonist of The Birthday Party. Megan Petty Bowles run the boarding house. Goldberg and McCann are mysterious visitors. The Birthday Party mixes comedy with terror. The Dumbwaiter, 1957, features two hitmen. Ben and Gus are the main characters in The Dumbwaiter. The Caretaker, 1960, is one of the most famous plays. Davies is the caretaker. Aston is kind and quiet. Mick is Aston's aggressive brother. The Caretaker explores identity and homelessness. The Homecoming won the Tony Award. Ruth is a central female character in The Homecoming. Max is the head of the family. Pinter often leaves ending resolved. Memory is unreliable in many of his plays. His characters often invent stories about themselves. Fear of outsiders appears repeatedly. Domestic setting becomes threatening. His plays question certainty and truth. Old Times explores memory and identity. Betrayal tells its story in reverse chronological order. No Man Land explored memory and aging. Pinter also wrote film screenplay. He adapted The French Lieutenant's Women for film. He was politically outspoken. He criticized war and authoritarian governments. His Nobel lecture is titled Art, Truth and Politics. Harold Pinter remained one of the most influential modern dramatists. Easy summary, like Birthday Party. It's also absurd. Like two men, Megan Petty was there. They are running a boarding house. Then unknown two men, Goldberg and McCann, came, and they psychologically tortured Stanley. By the end, Stanley is taken away, and his fate remains unknown. Fear and menace. The dumbwaiter here too. Dumbwaiter is giving the food to them. So the two characters play full of silence and tension. Caretaker. Aston offers a shelter to Davies, a homeless man. Davies manipulates Aston and Mick, hoping to secure a permanent home. Eventually, Davis is rejected. So characters are Davis, Stone, and Mick. The Homecoming, it's about the Teddy and Ruth. Ruth was a female member, and she dominated the whole family because in all the time, every time there is chaos in the family. Teddy's father is so rude, and he don't know how to speak with the other person. First of all, they also tortured Ruth, but after that, Ruth shows her activity, her dominance over them. Then, top 15 facts like Nobel Prize he won in on 2005. Famous dramatic technique is Pinter pause. They associated with theater of absurd. Early plays were Comedy of Menace, coined by Edwin Wardley. The birthday party is Stanley Weber. Caretaker Davis Stockmick. The dumbwaiter Ben and Gus. The homecoming Ruth. Nobel laureate Art, Truth and Politics. Themes Power, Silence, Menace. Setting ordinary domestic space, style, ambiguity, and minimalism influenced by Samuel Beckett. Famous device, meaningful pause and silences. So these are the some important works like Comedy of Menace means the ordinary comedy. His three works it means comedy, and there is atmosphere of fear, mystery, and danger. Then his three plays, The Room, The Birthday Party, The Dumb Waiter, these all are Comedy of Menace. Then The Room, it's a one act play and comedy of what I say, Comedy of Menace. Rose Hood she lived happily with her husband in a small room. Then a blind man came and he violently attacked Rose. Then she becomes blind too. The birthday party, same, already I've explained that too, but there is boarding house and two men came and they just disturbed their peace. Then the dumb waiter, the foods are being ordered. Then the caretaker is caring about the homeless old man. So most successful three character play, The Homecoming, it's about the Ruth and the Teddy, which I've already explained about them. Old Times, Denny and his wife Kate receive Anna, Kate, old friend, and they remember the past. Their stories contradict each other. It becomes impossible to know which memories are true. Pinter shows the memory is subjective and unreal. Betrayal is the story of betrayal, that friendship. Like Emma has an affair with Jerry, and who is the Robert's best friend. Instead of moving forward in the time, the plays begins after the affair has ended and move backward to the beginning of the relationship. So major characters are Emma, Jerry, and Robert. So quick revision of these works. The Room is the fear and security. Birthday party is identity and menace. And dumb waiter, authority, caretaker, homelessness. The homecoming is the family and power. Old times, memory, betrayal, marriage, and infidelity. Comedy of Menace, coined by Irving Wardley. Pinter pause is the silence. Harold Pinter's signature dramatic technique. The Room, 1957 first play. The birthday party, Stanley Goldberg McCann. The dumb waiter, Ben and Gus. Caretaker, Davis Stoneman. The homecoming, Ruth is the central female character. Old times, memories, uncertain, betrayal, told in reverse chronological order. Nobel Prize. He won Nobel Prize in Literature in 2005. Girish Karnad was born on 19 May 1938. He was born in Matharan, Maharashtra. He grew up in Sirsi, Karnataka. He died on 10th June 2019. He was playwright, actor, director, and scholar. He wrote primarily in Kannada. Most of his plays have been translated into English. He is one of India's greatest modern dramatists. He brought Indian myths, history, folklore into modern drama. He was associated with theatre of root movement. His first play was Yayati in 1961, in which father has exchanged his age with his son. Yayati is based on Mahabharata. His most famous historical play is Tughlaq, about the life of Tughlaq, about the downfall of Tughlaq because of wrong decision. Tughlaq is based on Sultan Muhammad Tughlaq. Tughlaq is considered an allegory of post-independence India. The central character of Tughlaq is Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Haya Vadana was published in 1971. It's the story of identity, when the exchange of face is there. Hayavadna is based on a tale from Katha Sarit Sagar. Thomas Mann, the transposed head, also inspired Hayavadna. Hayavadna explores the theme of identity. Padmini is the heroine of Hayavadna. Devdutt represents intellect. Kapil represents physical strength. Hayavadna means horse-headed man. Nagmandala was published in 1988. Nagmandala is based on Kannada folk tales. Rani is the heroine of Nagmandala and Apanna is Rani's husband. Where Rani stories that Rani is not getting that much affection or attention from her husband. A cobra Nag takes Apanna's form in Nagmandala. Nagmandala explores love, patriarchy, and family desire, female desire. The Fire and Rain is based on Mahabharata. Its original Kannada title is Agni Matu Mel. The Dreams of Tipu Sultan is historical play. It portrays Tipu Sultan sympathetically. Bali. The Sacrifice is based on Kannada folk story. Boiled beans on toast is set in Bangalore. It's about the life of a person when people when they went to or go to a city, then there is no peace. There is show off only. There is no mental satisfaction. Kannar combined myth and modernity, identity in recurring theme in his plays. Power and politics are central theme in Tughlaq. Folk theatre influenced his dramatic style. He used mask and symbolic characters. He experimented with traditional Indian theatre forms. Kannar received the Jananpith Award in 1998. He received the Padma Shri in 1974. He received the Padma Bhushan in 1992. He was Rhodes Scholar at Oxford and he graduated from Karnataka University. He served as Director of Film and Television Institute of India (FTII). He was president of Sangeet Natak Academy. He also acted in many Indian films. He acted in both Kannada and Hindi cinema. Kannada wrote essays on literature and culture. His plays are translated into many languages. He modernized Indian drama. He is compared with Mohan Rakesh and Vijay Tendulkar. Tughlaq remains one of the most staged Indian plays. Hayavadna questioned the idea of complete identity. Nagmandala gives voice to women experiences. His plays mix realism with fantasy. Dreams and myths are important dramatic devices. Storytelling is central to Nagmandala. Mask symbolizes changing identities in Hayavadna. Kannada used history to comment on the present. His drama reflects post-colonial concern. He challenged social orthodoxy. His heroines are often strong and complex. He revived interest in Indian theatrical traditions. He admired traditional folk performance. Yati examines responsibility and desire. Talidanda deals with Lingayat movement. Talidanda is based on the life of a Basavana. Like the caste system was there, na Talidanda caste system is there. The downtrodden or the weak, the man who belongs to Dalit are treated very bad in very bad manner. Wedding album explores modern middle class life. Broken Image examines language and identity. Flowers is celebrated monologue. Kannar wrote both full length and short plays. His plays are prescribed in UGC NET and university syllabi. He believed myths remain relevant in modern society. He merged Eastern and Western dramatic traditions. His dialogues are simple but philosophical. Symbolism is important feature of his plays. Hayavadna ends with a question about completeness. Tughlaq ends in political isolation. Nagmandala ends with Rani gaining social respect. The serpent in Nagmandala symbolizes love and transformation. The horse symbolizes incompleteness in Hayavadna. Muhammad bin Tughlaq is portrayed as brilliant but impractical. Kannar is leading figure in modern Indian English studies. His works are often adapted for theatre festivals. He won several national and international honors. He contributed greatly to Indian theatre. Myth is used as metaphor for contemporary issues. History is used to critique politics. Folklore enriches his dramatic imagination. Identity is most frequently examined theme in his plays. Women occupy central roles in many of his drama. His works are interdisciplinary, blending literature, history, and culture. He remains one of the India's most influential dramatists. Tughlaq, Hayavadna, and Nag Mandala are his three more important plays for exams. His plays are rich in symbolism and allegory. Girish Karnad transformed modern Indian drama by combining myths, history, and folklore and contemporary concern. First play is Ayati, 1961. Most famous historical play Tughlaq. Identity theme Hayavadna. Folklore best play Nagamandala. Jananpit Award in 1998. Padam Shri in 1978. Padma Bhushan 1992. Theatre movement. Theatre of Roots. Historical figure in Tughlaq, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Heroine of Hayavadna is Padmavati. Now we will do some major work like boiled beans. Summary of some major work like boiled beans on toast. It was written on 2014. So it's the play is set in Bangalore and it tells about the city life. That city life seems to be attractive, but in reality city life is not attractive because no one is bothered about other. So people feel low in the crowd also. Crowd of people are there, but if you compare village life and urban life, then in village there is very few people. There are very few people, but in urban places in city there are many person. But even though the person in the village are feeling elated or feels elated, they feel that there are someone for them, but in rural, in city, they feel that they are alone. So this is the boil bean. So the Thalidanda. In Thalidanda, the play is based on 12th century Lingayat movement, Basavana. There was love between Brahmin girl and Dalit boy. So Basavana wanted to eradicate this Dalit and deformation. He wanted to reform, but actually he unable to do because it's not easy to change the society. So Lingayat movement, the same thing is that caste system is there. Caste system, he want to eradicate the caste system, but it's not easy to eradicate this system. Wedding album, it's the family drama of a middle class family. They are arranging the marriage, and all these are there. Broken images. This is the story of what I say. This is the story of cheating. That of women is there. Manjula Nayak is there. She becomes so famous and she came in the TV interview also, but she revealed that the novel which she has written is not written by herself. It was written by her sister, and the sister is disabled. So this is the story of guilt. Then flowers. Told the story of temple priest. It's the story of temple priest. He was in love with a courtesan, and he worshipped Lord Shiva. In the morning, he becomes so devotional. He was so devotional, but in night he becomes so passionate. One day he was offering the flowers which he has brought for his courtesan, but Lord Shiva received that, and he forgives him. So this is the story of forgiveness, love. Now quick revision table. Boiled beans and toast, urbanization, Talidanda, caste reform, wedding album, family and modernity, broken image, identity and language, flowers, religion and drama. Now 10 PYQ facts. Boiled beans on toast set in Bangalore. Talidanda based on the Lingayat movement. Basavana, leader of Lingayat movement. Kaika, dignity of labor. Dosaha is sharing of wealth, wedding album, conflict between tradition and globalization, broken images, heroine Manjula Nayak, broken images explores language, guilt, and identity, flowers monologue about Shiva Christ, Girish Khanna uses myths, history, folklore, and contemporary social issue to comment on modern India. Tagore was born on 7 May 1861. He was born in Jorosankha, Kolkata. He died on 7 August 1941. He is known as Gurudev. He was a poet, novelist, dramatist, essayist, composer, painter, and philosopher. He belonged to the famous Tagore family. His father was Debendranath Tagore. He was leading figure of the Bengal Renaissance. He wrote mainly in Bengali. He translated many of his own works into English. He was the first Asian Nobel laureate. He won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913. He received the Nobel Prize for Gitanjali song offering. Gitanjali consists of devotional poems. W.B. Yeats wrote the introduction to the English edition of Gitanjali. Ezra Pound admired Tagore's poetry. Tagore was deeply influenced by the Upanishads. Nature is the central theme in his works. Humanism is one of his major philosophies. He believed in universal brotherhood. He founded Vishwa Bharati University Shantiniketan. Shantiniketan means abode of peace. He also founded Sri Niketan for rural reconstruction. He opposed narrow nationalism. He believed in internationalism. He renounced his knighthood in 1919. He renounced it after Jallianwala Bagh massacre. He received the title Sir in 1915. He wrote more than 2000 songs. These songs are known as Rabindra Sangeet. He composed India's national anthem Jana Gana Mana. He also composed Bangladesh's national anthem Amar Sonar Bangla. He is the only writer whose compositions became the national anthem of two countries. His first collection of poems was Kabhi Kahini. His first novel was Bao Thakur Neer Hath. His famous novel Gora explores nationalism and identity. The Home and the World, Gare Bare, deals with nationalism and gender. Nikhil is major character in Home and the World. Bimla is a heroine, The Home and the World. Sandeep represents aggressive nationalism. Chokher Bali deals with widowhood and desire. The post office Dagghar is one of the greatest plays. Amal is the child protagonist of the post office. Red Oleander, Rakht Ka Rabi criticized greed and oppression. Muktadhara opposes tyranny. Chanda Lika attacks caste discrimination. Chitrangada is based on Mahabharat. Tagore short stories transformed Indian fiction. Kabuliwala is most famous short story. Meaning is the little girl in Kabuliwala. Rahmat is the Afghan fruit seller in Kabuliwala. The Hungry Stone is a famous supernatural story. The exercise book highlights women education. Tagore's essays discuss education and culture. He believed education should be close to nature. He rejected rote learning. His poetry combines spirituality with simplicity. He admired William Wordsworth. He interacted with Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi called Tagore Gurudev. Tagore called Gandhi Mahatma. He traveled widely across Europe, America, and Asia. He visited Japan and China. He also visited the Soviet Union. He was a gifted painter later in life. His paintings were exhibited internationally. He wrote dance, dramas. Music is central to his literary works. His poetry reflects mysticism. He emphasized freedom of human spirit. Love is a recurring theme in his works. His writing celebrates harmony between humanity and nature. He criticized blind patriotism. He advocated cultural exchange. His educational idea influenced modern Indian education. He wrote children's literature. He translated Gitanjali into English himself. His English style is lyrical and spiritual. He influenced Indian English literature. Satyajit Roy adapted several of Tagore's stories into film. Charulata is based on Tagore's novella Nastanira. Tagore is regarded as India's national poet by many scholars. He modernized Bengali literature. His works combine Eastern and Western ideas. He believed literature should uplift humanity. Symbolism appears in many of his plays. Nature often symbolizes spiritual freedom. Women play strong roles in many of his novels. His works remain central to UGC NET and UKPSC syllabi. Gitanjali is most frequently asked work in exams. Gora is his longest novel. The Home and the World examines the Swadeshi movement. Chandalika is based on Buddhist legend. Tagore's philosophy is rooted in humanism. He believed art should unite humanity. He inspired generation of Indian writers. He remains a global literary figure. His legacy extends across literature, music, education, and art. He is one of the greatest writers in the world literature. Rabindranath Tagore symbolizes the fusion of Indian spirituality and universal humanism. Top 15 PYQ fact. Born on 1861, died in 1941. Nobel Prize. He got Nobel Prize in on 1913. Work was Gitanjali. Introduction to English. Gitanjali. W.B. Yeats. First Asian Nobel laureate. Founded Vishwa Bharati University, Shanti Niketan. Renounced knighthood 1919 after Jallianwala Bagh. National anthem of India, Jana Gana Mana. National anthem of Bangladesh, Amar Sonar Bangla. Most famous novel, Gora. Most famous play, The Post Office. Most famous short story, Kabuliwala. Nickname, Gurudev. Core philosophy, Universal Humanism. Now, The Home and the World is about the Swadesi movement. Nikhil is a true person. He loved feminism. He sent Bimla to step out from the traditional home, but she attracted towards Sandeep. But finally, she understood that Sandeep is only on show off. He is not a true patriotism. Her husband is the true patriotist. Chokher Bali. It's a story of a woman. She is widowed in very less age. She is very young. She loves Mahendra, and it's a story of misunderstanding, cheating, but at last Vinodini chose her own independent life. Goda. She believes Goda is an Orthodox Hindu and strong nationalist, but later he discovered he is the Irish-born son of Christian parents. The post office dagger about the boy who is in the last stage of life, but he wanted to go outside and wanted to meet the king. At last, he died peacefully. Red Oleanders, Rakt Karavi. The place set in the imaginary kingdom, Yakshatown, where workers are forced to dig the gold mine, and a woman Nandini came, and she is so fearless, she instigated the man. Muktadhara about a brave prince Abhijit. He sacrificed his life in the natural flow so that natural flow of water came out, because he discovered that he is adopted, and his parents means king found him in the Swedhara only. Chandalika. It's an untouchable girl. Prakriti is an untouchable girl. She is neglected by the society. But she loves a Buddhist monk, and through her magic, she wanted to bring him towards herself. But she thought that love you cannot force anyone to love you. Just you have to set free the person. If the person loves, then he come back. Chitrangada. Based on Mahabharata, the play tells the story of Princess Chitrangada of Manipur. She falls in love with Arjun. The Hungry Stones. This is the tax collector who stays in the old palace believed to be haunted, and he saw many strange things there. The exercise book about the story of a woman, Uma. She loves reading and studying, but society does not allow for that. Charulata. Charu is an intelligent woman whose husband Bhakti is busy with politics and newspaper. She developed an interest towards Amal, her husband's cousin. A quick revision: The Home and the World, Nationalism, Chokher Bali, Widowhood, Board Identity, Post Office, Spiritual Freedom, Red Oleander, Exploitation, Muktadhara, Freedom, Chandalika, Caste, Chitrangada, Identity, Hungry Stone, Supernatural, Exercise Book, Women's Education, Charulata, Nishtarit, Marriage. Gitanjali won 1913 Nobel Prize. Gora is Tagore's longest novel. The Home and the World, set during Swadesi movement. Post Office features Amal. At the central character, Chandalika is based on Buddhist legend. Chitrangada is based on Mahabharat. Red Oleander, Dr. Karabis criticizes industrial exploitation and tyranny. Muktadhara symbolizes resistance to oppression through the image of Diamond River. The Hungry Stone is a classic supernatural short story. Charulata is based on Tagore novella Nest Thanira, Broken Nest, and was adapted into famous film by Satyajit Roy. Sachin Tendulkar was born on 6 January 1928. He was born in Kolhapur, Maharashtra. He died on 19 May 2008. He died in Pune, Maharashtra. He was India's greatest Marathi playwright. He was also a screenwriter. He worked as a journalist. He was a noted essayist. He belonged to post-independence generation of Indian writers. He wrote mainly in Marathi. He wrote over 30 full-length plays. He was sorry for disturbance. Wait. We were doing no, we were doing this now because these are important line, one liner for the examination. He is considered the pioneer modern Marathi drama. His plays are known for realism. His works expose social hypocrisy. Violence is a recurring theme in his plays. Power politics is another major theme. The stage shows the today's society. Gender inequality is central to many of his works. His characters are psychologically complex. He rejected idealized heroes. He portrays ordinary people realistically. He participated in Quit India movement. He began writing at an early age. He published work appeared in the youth. He worked for leading Marathi newspaper. He received the Padma Bhushan 1984. He received the Sangeet Natak Academy Fellowship. His most famous play is Ghasiram Kotwal. Ghasiram Kotwal was first staged in 1972. The play is political satire. It is set in 18th century Pune. Nana Pandavanes is major character in the play. Ghasiram becomes the Kotwal police chief of Pune. The play criticizes political corruption. It uses elements of Marathi folk theatre tamasha. Music and dance are important in Ghasiram Kotwal. The play became internationally famous. It is one of the most performed Indian plays. Santata Court Chalu Ahe was published in 1967. Its English title is Silence. The court is in session. It exposes the oppression of women. The protagonist is Miss Benade. The play uses a mock trial and its central device. It attacks patriarchal values. Sakharam Binder was published in 1972. The protagonist is Sakharam. The play created controversy. It was temporarily banned. It questioned conventional morality. Kamla is based on real newspaper incident. It was inspired by journalist Aswini Shireen investigation. Kamla critiqued the commodification of women. The protagonist is Jaising Jadhav. Kanyadan deals with caste conflict. It questions liberal idealism. Gidare means the vulture. Gidare depicts greed and violence. It is one of the darkest play. Baby, another play by Tendulkar. Mitrachi Ghosta deals with the same-sex attraction. Tendulkar often challenged social taboos. His plays were considered bold for their time. He believed theatre should question society. His dramas avoid melodrama. He preferred realistic dialogue. His female characters are memorable. His works examine abuse of power. He criticized patriarchal society. He criticized political authoritarianism. He influenced modern Indian dramatists. His plays have been translated into many languages. His works are staged worldwide. He wrote the screenplay of Nishant. He wrote the screenplay of Manthan. He wrote the screenplay of Akrosh. He wrote the screenplay of Ardhasatya. His films also focus on social justice. He collaborated with leading filmmakers. He admired experimental theatre. He preferred substances over spectacle. His dramas combined realism with symbolism. He explored moral ambiguity. His works rarely offer happy endings. Conflict drives most of his plot. Society often acts as a real antagonist. His language is direct and powerful. He revolutionized Marathi literature. He remains a staple of university syllabi. UKPC is frequently asked questions on Ghasiram Kotwal. And it often asks the question from Santata Kochahu. So Sakaram Binder is important for question or censorship. Kamla is significant in female criticism. Kanyadan is important in Dalit and caste discourse. Tendulkar emphasized truth over comfort. He is one of the greatest Indian dramatists after independence. His works continue to influence in theatre. Power, violence, gender, and morality are four keywords for remembering Tendulkar. Remember for UKPCS. These are the topics which will be remembered. Now I will discuss the most important works of Vijay Tendulkar, like Ghasiram Kotwal. In this man, Ghasiram was made a police chief by Nana Padnavis. What in return, Ghasiram started exploiting innocent peoples. He treated brutally with them. Then Nana Padnavis, he exploited his daughter, and because of that, his daughter died. Then it changed the life value of Ghasiram. Then second is Santata Court Chalu Hai. This is mock session of court, and they choose Miss Benares. She was a school teacher, but at last they presented their life because because Miss Benares is unmarried and she was pregnant. So society is making fun of him. This is highly patriarchal. Sakaram Binder, he was a bookbinder, and what he did, he just shows people that I do noble work. I give shelter to the widows. But what he did, he exploits the women. This is one of the most contradicted work of Tendulkar. Kamla Jaisingh Yadav is a journalist, and he brought a tribal woman from Fresh Market to explore women trafficking. But he is exploiting that woman. He is using that woman for his greed, for his publicity, and also he is exploiting his wife too. Here is also the story of women exploitation. Kanyadan. It's also a caste-based novel, a work. And there is an educated man, a politician. He encouraged his daughter to marry a Dalit poet. She married, but the Dalit poet Arun started exploiting Jyoti. Jyoti understood that it's not an easy work to overcome this caste system barrier because you cannot change the mind of a person. Kidare, here is the story of kids. Family fight with each other, and they for the greed. And as the Gidar vulture fight for the flesh or dead bodies. Baby, it focuses on a young woman named Baby, and her desired emotions are ignored by society. Then Mitrachi Ghosta, it's a friend story. It's the story of same-sex attraction. Then Nishant, it's a feudally powerful landlord kidnaps a school teacher's wife. Authorities refuse to help because they fear the landlord. Finally, villagers revolt violently against oppression. And like Manthan, a veterinary doctor helped villagers establish a dairy cooperative. Rich landlord oppose the movement, but the villagers unite and succeed. Then Akrosh, a tribal laborer, is accused of murdering his wife. A lawyer discovered that corrupt official sexually assaulted the woman and framed the innocent man. The film exposes injustice towards tribal communities. Ardh Satya, half truth. Police officer Anand Velankar want to be honest, but political pressure and corruption surround him. He struggles between the conscience and demand of corrupt system. Then quick revision table. Ghasiram Kotwal, political corruption. Santata Court Charu Ahe, women's oppression. Sakaram Binder is the patriarchy and exploitation. Kamla, women treated as commodities. Kanyadan, caste system. Gidre, greed destroys family. Baby women search for identity. Mitrachi Ghost, the same-sex love and identity. Vishal feudal oppression, Manthan daily cooperative movement across tribal exploitation, and Earth Sat honest officer versus corruption. Mahesh Dattani. Mahesh Dattani was born on 7 August 1958. He was born in Bangalore. He writes primarily in English. He is India's English language playwright. He is also a director of and screenwriter. He belongs to post-independence generation of India's dramatists. He is the first Indian playwright in English to receive the Sahitya Akademi Award. He received the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1998. The award was given for Final Solutions and other plays. His plays deal with contemporary Indian society. He focuses on the lives of urban middle class. Gender discrimination is major theme in his works. Identity is another important theme. Family conflict appears frequently in his plays. Silence and communication breakdown are recurring motifs. He exposes social hypocrisy. His plays question tradition values. He uses realistic dialogue. His experiment with stage techniques. Flashbacks are common in his plays. Symbolism appears in many of his drama. He combines realism with theatrical innovations. Where There Is Will is a comedy. Final Solution deals with communalism. Final Solution was published in 1993. Final Solutions explores Hindu-Muslim tension. Dance Like Man deals with the gender roles. The protagonist of Dance Like a Man is Jairaj. Jairaj wants to become a Bharatanatyam dancer. Society considers dance unsuitable for men. Bravely Fought the Queen explores family secrets. The play critic patriarchy. Tara is one of Dattani's best known plays. Tara deals with gender discrimination. Tara and Chandan are conjoined twins. Tara receives unfair treatment because she is a girl. Tara questions parental bias. On a Muggy Night in Mumbai deals with homosexuality. It is considered a landmark LGBTQ play. Plus, it was among the first Indian English plays to openly discuss gay identity. 30 Days in September focuses on child sexual abuse. The protagonist is Mala. The play highlights trauma and healing. Seven Steps Around the Fire deals with transgender identity. Protagonist is Uma Rao. Uma is a research scholar. The play exposes violence against Hijras. The Big Fat City is a social comedy. It satirizes urban life. Do the Needful examines arranged marriage. It questions social expectations. Brief Candle is a set in a hospital. It explores life and death. Morning Raga is a film written by Dattani. He also directed films. He worked in theatre before cinema. He founded his own theatre group. He directed many of his own plays. His works are widely performed in India. His plays are translated into several languages. He is influenced by Western dramatic technique. He adapts these techniques to Indian context. His characters are psychologically complex. He avoids black and white morality. His dialogues sound natural. His plays often use multiple timelines. Memory is an important dramatic device. Identity crisis recur throughout his works. Women occupy central role in many plays. Marginalized communities receive significant attention. He explores generational conflict. Religion is examined critically. Marriage is questioned as a social institution. Family is often portrayed as a site of conflict. Secrets shape many of his plots. His dramas usually end ambiguously. He is associated with the modern Indian English drama. His works are frequently prescribed in universities. He is important for UGC NET English. He is important for UKPC's lecture in English. Final Solution is his most frequently asked play in exams. Tara is key feminist play. Dance Like a Man critic gender stereotype. Bravely Fought the Queen examines domestic violence. On a Muggy Night in Mumbai explores identity and acceptance. Seven Step Around the Fire represent the third gender. Child abuse is central to 30 Days in September. Dattani's play blends social realism with symbolism. He writes about issues often ignored by society. His theatre gives voice to marginalized people. He challenges social taboos. His His plays encourages dialogue rather than provide easy answers. His dramatic style is contemporary and realistic. He is one of the most performed Indian English playwrights. His work emphasizes empathy and social justice. His language is simple yet powerful. His theatre is issue-based rather than historical. He transformed Indian English theatre through bold themes. Mahesh Dattani is regarded as one of the most influential contemporary English Indian dramatists. Now we will do the summary of his major works, like for Final Solution. In this, two Muslim boys, Bobby and Javed, seeks a shelter in Hindu's family. In Hindu-Muslim right. In this, some family member wanted to support them. Some of them avoided. Some of them say that they are from different castes. They are Muslims, so they will be dangerous for our family. But at last, they just thought that just humanity is major thing for this to binding the relationship. Where there is a will, it's a play comedy about Hasmukh Mehta, a rich businessman who tries to control his family. Even after death, he tries to control his family. He had placed a strict condition on his family and son. Dance like a man, Jairaj seems of becoming a Bharatanatyam dancer, but his father believed dance is not suitable for men. So Jairaj and his wife Ratna struggle between their artistic ambitions and family expectations. Bravely fought the queen. The play revolves around two wealthy families whose lives appear perfect from outside, but inside they are facing mental trauma, violence, and patriarchy. On a muggy night in Mumbai, a group of friends gather in an apartment in Mumbai. Through conversation, hidden truth about love, relationship, and sexuality emerge. So it tells about the homosexuality. 30 days in September 2001, Mala is a young woman suffers emotional pain because she was sexually abused as a child by family member. As an adult, she struggles with the relationship and trust, with support and finally confronts her past and begins to heal. The Big Fat City. The play is humorous satire about people living in modern city who dream of becoming rich quickly. Their greed and misunderstanding create funny situation, but they eventually learn that happiness cannot be brought with money. Do the needful. An Indian family arranges the marriage of Alpesh and Lata. Alpesh loves someone, he was a gay, and Lata loves someone. But they both they must try to show themselves they are happy because of the family pressure they married. Brief Candle. The story takes place in hospital where cancer patients face death, courage, humor, and hope. Doctor, nurses, and patient discover that even a short life can be meaningful and full of dignity. Morning Raga. It is the story of Swarnlata, a classical Carnatic singer. She lives with the painful memories of a tragic accident. She meets a young musician who helps her reconnect with music and life. The story celebrates forgiveness, healing, and power of music. Contemporary Mahesh Dattani is a contemporary playwright. He writes about present-day Indian society. The play discusses real issues such as communalism, gender discrimination, domestic violence, gay relationship, child abuse, family conflict, patriarchy, marginalized society. Now we will do the quick revision. Final Solution is Hindu-Muslim conflict. Where there is a will, comedy about family and inheritance. Dance like a man struggled to become a classical dancer. Bravely for the queen. Hidden domestic violence in light families. On a muggy night in Mumbai, it's a gay relationship. 30 days in September, child sexual abuse and recovery. The Big Fat City satire on greed and urban life. To the needful, arranged marriage versus personal identity. Brief Candle, hope and dignity in the face of illness. Morning Raga, healing through music and forgiveness.